right? So leaning into some of the things, as long as it's not, if my partner was very like, this is driving me insane, you cannot have all these clothes on the floor, then that would be a different thing. But leaning into what does it matter? Does it, a lot of that I think is societal, the way that we're raised, like, but you're a woman, your room is supposed to be spotless and like, place of joy and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I like my room, I like my bed, but I don't mind clothes on the floor. It doesn't really bother me. And it's not affecting anybody else. So I'm going to lean into that side of my disorganization and kind of let it thrive there. And maybe that'll allow me to show up in my business a little bit more organized, because I can kind of let other places go and I can kind of let my ADHD shine in those places that doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, thank you. And I guess you don't want to be fighting against these things either, because it takes so much mental capacity and like urge capacity from your nervous system to not do these natural things. You've got to be really careful of that. And I think it depends on what it is, isn't it? Obviously, if you've got an idea and you run away with it and you spend loads of money on it, which affects your family, puts you into debt, obviously we don't want to be doing that. But we're talking about, you know, what you're talking about, a floor drobe or a spinner
Yeah.
channel. It didn't cost me. I had to buy all the spinners, but I love spinners. I use them every single day.
Yeah.
There's
Perfect.
no one's losing here. My whole family's got spinners now in this big tin. There's like 50 of them. Well, you
Love
know,
that.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
And I think too, if you can, so I'm a big fan of ish. So rules ish, structure ish, routine ish. And so if stuff like that is kind of an issue for you, looking at, all right, what is a rules ish I can put in place? So if I want to start a YouTube channel, cool, I got to wait 48 hours to buy the domain. Or, I want to buy all these fidget spinners. Okay, cool. I'm going to have a little bit of a rule ish put in place. Or I know that my hobbies change all the time. Fine. When a new hobby comes about, I am allowed to spend, I'll use watercolors because I did that for a minute, literally like maybe 27 days. I have a budget. I am allowed to spend no more than $30. So I went to the drugstore and I got a cheap set of watercolors and some brushes and some thick paper, $30. If I stick with said hobby for 6 months or longer, I am allowed to reinvest some actual money in it.